Hello and welcome to this channel update. It's been a little while, but it's definitely time for one, as we have finished Stubbs the Zombie. So that opens up a slot in the schedule. And there's been a few other developments too, so it's definitely a worthwhile thing to do at this point. But I guess first off, I'll lead off with, oh, hello. I'll lead off with the fact that, I got a new microphone. I noticed in the for a while now, the Yeti mic I had was a bit staticky. And, so I wanted something. See, the other issue with it, too, is that it went through USB, which is great and all. But, I have a sound card. I paid money for a sound card. I want to use a sound card, you know? So, so I wanted, what? Did I just... Huh. Okay. I cleared something off of my quick bar. I've never done that or seen that before. But anyways, yeah, so I have sound card and I wanted to use it, so I went online and started looking for analog microphones, because a lot of them are actually USB, which I guess isn't that surprising. You know, it makes it nice and easy and accessible for people. But you know, for what I'm doing, it's like I have the sound card, there's filters in it that probably do a good job, you know, filtering out static and whatnot, so I want to use that. But it turns out analog microphones of a decent quality that use the 3.5mm jack are actually kind of hard to come by, which is surprising. There's plenty of USB, like I said, and there's plenty of XLR, which is like a quarter-inch jack. Which is more for like studio stuff, like if you're recording, you know, a top 10 hit album or something, you know. And that gets real expensive real fast. My sound card does support it. I do have inputs for XLR on a microphone and headset, but with those, you know, first you need the actual device, which typically costs it around 500 from what I was seeing, like anywhere from 200 to 1,000. Then you need a power supply because it needs like a 48-volt power supply or something. So it just gets real expensive and messy real fast. But I did eventually find one that was cheaper than I would have wanted, but it seemed to be the only thing in its class. So there's problems, give me a holler. But so far, just in the testing I did with my friends last night, it seems to be working out okay. So hopefully this gets rid of some of the static and makes the videos a little more easier to listen to. But I guess we'll find out. So then on to the next order of business. Stubbs the Zombie has ended. That's not a very long game, especially since I was just the way I was recording it in recording each chapter. So, you know, that's done. And unfortunately, there's no sequel or expansion. So I know originally I was thinking about replacing it with Starfleet Academy or KOTOR, but I did have another nostalgia flash last week, so now I'm thinking just for one last change of pace before we get to KOTOR or Starfleet Academy. Probably Starfleet Academy at this point, because that'll be quicker to run through. But once I do the prep work on that. But I was taken on a trip down memory lane a week ago with a screenshot from my college days when I was playing a game called Need for Speed Porsche Unleashed. It's the 5th game in the Need for Speed titles before, I think it might have been the second to last game before they went all in on, like, having a story and stuff. But it's a very fun game. There's a lot of customization, and uniquely enough, there is actually there is two, sort of, I guess, story campaigns, quote unquote. There's an evolution mode, which basically, you race the cars starting in the post-war era. I think starting in '48, maybe. But then, as you beat races, that advances time forward, and then you can buy, newer cars and race with those cars and all that. So, oh boy, are they actually going to? Oh no. Ah, here we go. Intake process terminal J. Okay. But, getting back on track, it's really neat. And there's 3 eras. You have basically the immediate post-war era, with all these, like, classic-looking cars. And then it moves to, kind of the 70s and 80s. And then I believe the 3rd era is just, the modern day. Or at least modern as of when the game was made. So, which is back in, it couldn't have been any earlier than 2005. Probably earlier than that, maybe. But, no, it's a really fun series. I don't know how I'm going to do a Let's Play of it necessarily, but, I'll give it a go. Because again, it's fun. Ooh, perfect. That's actually what I needed him to come back with.
I'll take care of it. You can count on me.
So, that's... I don't even know what format I'm going to do it in, because it's like, well, do you do it by race? Do you do it by era? Obviously the, so the other career mode is test driver. Where you're actually a test driver for the Porsche company, and you basically take on a bunch of illegal bets from your coworkers, where you race out in the streets, and the winner gets to either keep their rank at the company, or they get promoted, and you take your the rank of whoever you beat, which is an interesting concept. But, no, it's really fun. And, like, once we get to that part, obviously that's a race-by-race thing, but... yeah, I'm not quite sure how I'll do the eras. Let's see. Step 3, Terminal Q. But, yeah, so that'll take up one of our slots. For another update, I think that's about all I have to cover there. Another update is I do have an update on Fighters Anthology. So my brother has it installed. We've been going through some training. It'll probably be another week or 2 before we actually do anything that we'll record. But we are making progress, and I think in the meantime, just because it hurts my soul not doing Fighters Anthology every week after doing it for so long, I'll probably make a small tutorial series on making pro missions using the pro mission editor that comes with the game. So look forward to that. Probably... I don't know if I'll have that done in time to start this week or next week. Just for background, I am recording this on Memorial Day. So hopefully this update goes up Memorial Day, but if not, you know, if it does, happy Memorial Day weekend. If it doesn't, happy belated Memorial Day, I guess. There's the console. But, so I don't know if I'll have that done in time for this week, but I'll at least have it for next week, and then as I do missions with my brother, I'll be able to put those out too, and then we can basically move on with that series, get to as we have basically finish off the single missions and now the multiplayer missions, since may as well, I have a partner now. Then just doing quick missions for aircraft that I haven't done anything for yet. You know, just giving basic background and stuff, which probably isn't going to be all of them either. Because again, like, okay, I can fly an E3 Hawkeye, but all I can really do is go in a straight line, you know, so that's not, you know, I don't imagine that's that interesting to watch. Certainly it's not that fun to actually do, so I might just have one episode devoted to all of that, all of the quote-unquote boring planes, just so that way I can say I did them at least. But then, yeah, we got the,
I have Better Lives complete records here.
we can, there's the, what's it called? The reference section. Because every Jane's game, at least for a while, had a reference section. And the one with Fighters Anthology is pretty extensive for the time.
I don't want your dirty money.
So, that'll be a test of my voice, because there's a lot to read through there, because they have entries on just about every platform in the game. So, and then we can start USN Raptor's playlist, which he's been doing, like, not sure if the word is, probably overhaul is the best way to say it, but he's done like an overhaul of the game with, you know, new aircraft, new models, new weapon systems, you know, kind of modernizing everything.
That lab is a legitimate military target. You've got nothing to do with it.
So I'm looking forward to that. And that about sums up Fighters Anthology. So after that, let's see, where does that leave us on our list? We have Active War Direct Action. That's still going on. Nothing much to report there for now. It seems like there's still plenty of content to keep us busy for a month or two, so not too worried about that. Let's see. And that's the big three, I think. Cause Stubbs, Active War. Oh, and Black Hawk Down. Obviously, we're just getting our teeth wet in the main campaign right now. So, and on top of that, there's I believe at least 2 more campaigns, maybe 3 that came with the expansion. So that'll keep us busy for a while. And then what I'll also be doing, probably starting maybe this week, maybe next week, is I'll be, just to fill out the gaps in my schedule, so that way I can kind of get back up to 5 videos a week. I'll be kind of doing, I'll be recording my efforts to create that very belated now 100 subscriber video that I wanted to do a while back. I think I used that as the basis for my last channel update, but I'll basically, I'll record like hour of me, just building the scenario, going over the hypothetical units that I'm building, or I guess closer to fictional at this point, because I kind of went maybe a little overboard, but not that overboard, but I think the most ridiculous thing is probably just how many extra aircraft I have on the aircraft carrier, but so yeah, I'll give a background because I know I briefly kind of went through everything, but I'll be going through everything in a bit more depth now and give some background to that, and hopefully that'll be something that people are interested in watching. And I think that's about it as far as updates go.
Don't see much else when the Empire's working us to death. I'm Gannock. Foreman's my official post, but most of my time spent organizing the resistance.
I don't think I have anything else beyond that. So with that, I guess I'll let you guys go. I hope you enjoyed your Memorial Day weekend, and
there's a chemical plant nearby.
thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for next time, and stay safe out there, and we'll see you then.
I sent an agent to dig up intel, find out what they're planning, but she's gone missing. The plant is crawling with Imperial guards, so infiltration's not an option. I need an assault on the plant, head on. We need to get into their mainframe, see what the Empire's plotting.
The Empire can't keep any secrets from me. I'll do it.
Glad to have you on board. Find the plant's mainframe. Plug this data scanner in, and I'll get remote access. We'll find out who exactly the Empire's planning to murder with their chemicals.